I loved it. I mean, I love Mavis because I sit there and I watch the first part when she's alone, and I feel like each of us relate to that. And then I see her trying to get her boyfriend back, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
every woman who was a man feared the previous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's such a...
Yeah, she is probably like a poster child for all the things that you don't want to acknowledge about your own life or about yourself, but you just can't deny, you know. And I think that's what made her an interesting character for me and for Jason and for Diablo. I think we all kind of saw the potential of taking a character and putting her in a circumstance where she does the not so great human attributes that we don't really want to see, but somehow we all kind of endearingly maybe are more compassionate towards ourselves for behaving that way sometimes.
Absolutely. And somebody told me one day, I grow old, I don't grow up. I think in this society, we a lot relate to that. Because even if we wanted to grow up, sometimes we just grow old.
Yeah. It's true. Well, yeah, I think some people are fortunate enough to maybe have guidance and boundaries and kind of learn things and have the right tool sets to kind of behave like adults, but a lot of us don't.
There is that scene at the beginning, the cassette. I mean, the song you were... I have
obsessive.
It. Yes. Yeah. What was your obsessive song? The one you were...
God.
Until the tape actually didn't work anymore. It was like...
God, there was a period when I was like 14 where I could not stop listening to that Roxette song, Tear on My Pillow. Yeah, I know. It's not cool. But I listened to that song so many times. Yeah, I cried to that song. Yeah, I beat my pillow to that. I mean, I was obsessively always listening to that song. I think that was maybe a bit of my song.
Maybe it's kind of scared of suspicious, I would say, of nicer people more than mean people. Do you think in our society we all kind of, it's wrong to say, but fear people that are generally nice without an agenda?
Yeah, we become suspicious, right? Yeah, I mean, I think what's great about the story, not to give anything away, but, you know, the character that Sandra plays, the sister, she is kind of, you know, from the outside, the nice girl. Like, oh my God, she's just, her life didn't work out, and you feel sorry for her, and she's so non-threatening, right? And then she does the nastiest thing in the movie. And I do think Diablo is very aware of that. She writes characters like that. The ones that you think are the good people, they're not necessarily the good people. And yeah, we are suspicious. I am suspicious of someone when they're too perfect. I'm like, nobody's that perfect.
That's the wrong of our society, unfortunately. We launched on the website the question, and a couple of questions actually very interested. What was your approach to the character, more rational or emotional? That's what Rosa Tigre asked.
Oh, wow, rational versus emotional. I think when you kind of approach a character, you have to look at all of those elements. I think you have to. You can't just do one or the other. And I think they kind of come into play at different moments in the story. So I would say both.
You go from characters to characters, change completely the genre. From this film, for example, Snow White, what was your favorite genre as viewer?
I actually don't like thinking about genre. I like movies in general. I like every single kind of movie. But I like movies that kind of play outside of the box. You know, it's not so specifically genre. I think the stories that I like the most, the movies that I like the most are the ones that you almost cannot put a label on. You can't kind of put a genre on them. Like this, this kind of crosses so many genre borders. Those are good stories. Those are my favorite movies.